Hey all, it's Bill. Hope you're doing well. Today I have something different. As you can see behind me, it's a motorcycle, motorbike, whatever it is that you call it. But for you that you know, this is a Ducati Streetfighter, and you can see this is one of the first ones. Actually, I think it's the first one that's actually in the country. It's one of the first off the production line, I believe. Fantastic thing. I mean, some of you may not know this about me, but I had a few bikes before. One of them being a GSXR 600. A few years ago now. But I mean, one thing that I noticed when looking at this now, and this is the greatest and the newest piece of kit from Ducati, is that I mean all the technology behind this thing is phenomenal. You've got anti-wheelie, you've got ABS, you've got traction control. Even when you're going down, when you're pivoting around the corner, it also has ABS at that level. It's phenomenal, absolutely amazing. But anyway, that's just the technology side of things. So this customer has brought it over from Italy because he rode it over. Yes, fantastic, he did that because that's exactly what these bikes allow you to do. And he wants to do a couple of things on this bike. So first thing we're going to be doing is paint correcting any areas that have paint to make sure that the paintwork is absolutely perfect. And then after that we're going to start putting paint protection film on. But there's as you can see, let me just show you about the paint protection film. We've even started on this section here. We've started applying the tape of where we want the patterns to be because we're going to actually pattern every single area so that nothing's cut on the car, on the bike actually. So I'm so used to saying cars. And then so for you that are thinking, where does the passenger sit? This gets removed, you actually put an attachment and another seat goes onto there. And that's how you can have two people riding on this fantastic thing. And the sound is amazing as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure you will. I'll catch up with you afterwards. At this stage, the bike has already been decontaminated and undergone our two-stage detail. This process allows us to guarantee that our PPF locks in the best possible gloss for the paintwork. We actually find with PPF, it actually exaggerates any effect under the film. So if you're going to have ultra glossy paintwork, then the PPF will increase that gloss further. But for example, if you had a stone chips and certain type of scratches, then the film will actually make them look more obvious. The other benefit of detailing before applying the film is, should that the owner ever want to remove the film for whatever reason, then they will obviously be left with perfectly glossy panels that look like they've just been detailed. Anyway, let's take a look at the PPF process. Our technicians have already patterned the bike. I hinted at this earlier, but I can't tell you any more about the process as that's our secret. All of the PPF sections are digitized, as you can see on the screen, and then they cut perfectly to size using our plotter. This process is key to eliminate the need to cut on the car or the bike. So many times I see PPF jobs where another company has bulked the film on, meaning they take a large piece of film and cut it to size on each panel. This almost always leaves cut marks, and in extreme cases we have had to respray cars that have been brought to us with this issue. As you can see here, our technician is carefully placing each PPF section on the bike. You can see where the time has gone into patterning, as every piece slots into place, like pieces of a jigsaw. Because we make our own PPF patterns in-house, our installers know exactly how the film should fit on each panel. Every edge and aperture is lined up with millimeter precision. This is the only way to guarantee a perfect fit on the panel, and not leave any paint or carbon fiber exposed to damage. Once the film is aligned and the edges are tacked down, it's carefully adhered to the bike by squeegeeing into place. Although our guys make this process look really easy, it's actually an incredibly skilled task and takes years of training to perfect.
We actually designed each section of the film to be slightly too big for each panel. This isn't a mistake. We do this in a very precise way, such that every leading panel edge can be wrapped around with the film. This allows for maximum protection, preventing lifting and stop dirt from building up at the edges of the film. Although a bike is much smaller than a car, it is even more intricate and requires just as much skill to protect. The final stage is to prepare the bike for handover to the customer, but first we're going to show you what it looks like as a final result.
And there you have it, guys. That was the Ducati in our workshop, going through the processes that you usually see going through with cars going through them. But actually we do bikes. We actually have a Harley Davidson at the moment, which you'll see here. We're overlaying at the moment. You can see stunning bike, works of art, and also, to be honest, from a sports perspective, a sports bike perspective, Ducatis are a work of art in my opinion. I've always wanted to own one, but I've always been too scared to have them because I think I would just go crazy on one. But let's look at the details of this bike. I mean, now I think more than previously when I rode a bike many years ago, there wasn't the traction control wasn't there, anti-wheelie wasn't there, all these the slip control wasn't there, all these kind of features that you have now, like you have in this bike. Are now really, I mean, it gives you the ability to keep up or beat anything that's currently in our workshop now, because now you can actually open up the throttle and you're gone. You know, you don't have to be worrying about the rear wheel skidding all over the place. But yeah, in terms of the bike, it's phenomenal. Very grateful the customer gave us the opportunity to work on this bike. I think it's been a very fantastic video for you guys to see as well. So make sure to like, share and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.